Hello, I'm doing a book review, and the book I want to review is The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo by Stieg Larsson. I believe I'm saying his name right, but I'm not sure though. But The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo is a Swedish novel, which of course here in the States it was translated to English, but The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo is the first book of a series of books called the Millennium Trilogy. Millennium is the name of a magazine which is in these books, and basically the book, I believe in Sweden, goes by the title The Men Who Hate Women, but basically the book is about an investigative journalist named Mikael Blomkvist. I'm not sure if I'm saying his last name right, but basically Mikael, He's an investigative journalist, and he's a very careful journalist, and he doesn't publish something unless he's absolutely sure that it's true. But what happens is he wrote an article about this guy who's the head of a corporation who basically the article was accusing him of criminal activity, and Miguel actually had evidence against this guy, but it turns out that all the evidence was falsified, and basically Miguel was set up. And what happens is, because of this, his reputation has now been ruined, and and there is a certain point in the book where he does have to spend some time in jail because of this. And what happens is he eventually gets approached by a man named Harriet Vanger. I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right either. I might screw up on some of the characters' names, but basically Harriet is also the head of a corporation, and his family is one of Sweden's wealthiest families. And what happens is, back in the 60s, his niece Harriet disappeared without a trace, and basically she's been missing all these years, and Harriet believes that somebody in his family murdered Harriet, so he hires Miguel to conduct an investigation to try to find out what actually happened to Harriet. And what happens is Harriet eventually does find clues which may lead to him solving this mystery, and what happens is he then requests a research assistant, and he approaches this young woman named Lisbeth Salander, and basically Salander is a very troubled young woman, and she's a very interesting character, and she's basically the title character because she does actually have a dragon tattoo, and she's basically the main character, Lisbeth Salander. Well, I actually consider both Miguel and Lisbeth to both be the main characters because the book focuses on both of these characters, but Lisbeth, of course, is the title character of the book. But Lisbeth is a very interesting character. Basically, she has all these tattoos and piercings, and and the thing about her is she's actually a very intelligent young woman, but of course people misjudge her because of how she dresses and all the tattoos and stuff. But she's actually a extremely intelligent woman, and basically Miguel uses her as his research assistant. And what happens is, together Miguel and Lisbeth find a link between Harriet's disappearance and a series of murders that have been occurring in Sweden sometime before Harriet disappeared. Now, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo I thought was an awesome book. This really was a freaking awesome book in my opinion. I liked all the characters in this book, especially Lisbeth. Like I said, she's a very interesting character, and now there were 2 movies made off this book. Basically, each book in this series has been made into a Swedish series of films, and here in the States they're actually remaking the series. So this has 2 film adaptations. There was the Swedish version and there was the American version, and I actually saw both film versions of this, and I actually liked both movies. I thought both movies were pretty good adaptations of the book. But yeah, now But like I said, I really enjoyed this book, and I'm definitely looking forward to reading the 2 sequels that Larsson wrote to this book. Like I haven't read The Girl Who Played with Fire yet, but I have actually seen the Swedish movie, The Girl Who Played with Fire, and I have a copy of the book, The Girl Who Played with Fire, so yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to reading the rest of the books in this trilogy, but yeah, this really is an awesome book. I definitely recommend this if you like crime dramas and if you like murder mysteries. So yeah, that's my review on The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, a.k.a. The Men Who Hate Women by Stieg Larsson, and bye.